I'm going to try to articulate this message to the best of my ability. This is going to be a raw video, no flashy things. So if you're a dopamine fed person, you need to see flashiness and whatever, just click off right now. But I think I figured out the root cause to anxiety and depression and that empty feeling. This has been a problem my whole life, and I feel like right now is the most important time in my life because I just figured it out. And I'm going to get into this and try to articulate it the best that I possibly can. So, just some backstory. My whole life, I've just felt anxiety with school, just being outside of school, just like depressed and not feeling good and demotivated and all this stuff. And I was diagnosed with anxiety and all this stuff, whatever, by doctors and therapists, and nothing ever like seemed to work. No medication, therapy, all this stuff. Like therapy helped, like get things out, but nothing helped me. And fast forward to now, I don't have that anxiety anymore, anywhere near what I used to have. And the reason that I figured out this thing that I want to tell you about is because I know you're really confused right now, but if you fast forward to now, what does my life look like right now compared to what it looked like before? It's not that much different besides the fact that I'm outside of school. I'm working on a goal consistently every day, and I'm not really doing anything fun with my life. I'm just working towards this goal, and that's that. So you might be thinking, like, what does this have to do with anything? Well, hold on. So I've worked myself to burnout multiple times as of recently, just working towards my goal, having the set goal of becoming a day trader. And what this has done is it's blocked me from accessing all of these dopamine-fed activities like playing video games, watching sports, hanging out with friends, focusing on girls. It's completely disconnected me from that life, which used to be my life before. So, why do I not feel anxiety and why do I not feel depressed? Why do I not feel demotivated while I'm working so hard towards something, consolidating myself in a room all day? Why do I feel better than when I felt when I was enjoying life? Well, this is the answer to everybody's question. Right here, I'm so happy I figured this out, and I'm so happy I can share this with you because it's so simple, and I think everyone needs to hear this. So, in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th, 11th, even 12th, my senior year, my life consisted of doing all these fun things, pointless activities, no goals, just having fun. Because my only worries are school, having fun, and how am I going to have fun the next day. With that said, I'm dopamine overdriven. Like, it's just a constant dopamine chase. And that, I believe, is what caused my anxiety. Because I have all this dopamine in me, all this like happiness, playing video games, I'm hanging out with girls, I'm hanging out with friends, watching TV, watching YouTube, watching sports. And it all bundles up into this like euphoria, like, oh yeah, life, just chasing and chasing and chasing and chasing, partying, chasing, and then the next day, it's not right away, but the next day or over the next few days, you get this like brain fog, demotivation, anxiety, all this stuff. And this is what I felt. And I realized I don't feel this anymore because I am not doing the same things I used to do. In fact, I'm keeping myself very uncomfortable right now. I'm not doing anything fun. There is no pleasure in my life. So you might be like, how do you feel happiness? Like, how do you feel good with no pleasure in your life? Because I feel like I've regulated my dopamine. And how did I figure this out, by the way? This is a huge part of dropping from everything, or that I forgot to include, is I I burned out, which means like I'm trying to become a full-time day trader, so the pedal to the metal for so long, I felt like I needed a break. So I took a week break, and on this week break, I have been doing the same activities that I used to do when I had a bunch of anxiety. Pretty much, I've been watching TV, watching sports, watching YouTube, playing video games. That's what I've been doing on this break. I started to realize I feel the same anxiety that I felt that I haven't felt in for so long. By doing fun activities, I feel like my old anxious self. And that's so weird. But then I realized, like, wait, this all makes sense. I am overdosing on dopamine on this break, and that's why I'm feeling all of this anxiety and this feeling. So, what's the point of this video? Why am I making this video? Am I telling you to never have fun in your life and to always be uncomfortable and never feel pleasure? No. But there's a line that needs to be drawn where it's too much, number one. Because I see people live like this every single day, where they work and then they go home, watch movies, watch TV, play video games, and that is their life. Like, that's it. Like, that's their life, dude. No wonder why all these people in America, and I mean across the world really, feel all this anxiety. But it's because they don't have like that goal driven mindset. And that's another thing I wanted to get into. I'm reading this book, and in this book it says that humans are goal striving, or we are built to be goal striving mechanisms, meaning like we need a goal to strive for at all times. We always need a goal. We need to always be working for something, or else we will just be drifting and be pointless humans. And I 100% agree with that, because when I had my anxiety and I was just living life to the fullest and the funnest that I could possibly do, I didn't have any goals. I was just kind of living and drifting through life. And that's where Satan gets you. Like, when you're just a neutral person without any desires or goals or anything. I shouldn't say desires, because I had desires. I wanted to be rich and all this. I just wasn't doing anything for it. Even if I was doing something for it, I was still overdosing on dopamine. So if there's a takeaway from this video, it's to focus on keeping yourself uncomfortable and have that goal in mind. And when you feel like you're burning out in the goal that you're trying to achieve, remember that the adverse effect, like the adverse of that, is not working and not striving for your goal. And that might sound good. Like, it might sound like, oh, okay, I could go play video games instead of working on my goal, and that feels good. No, it's not going to feel good, because remember that anxiety? So, in other words, I am so excited to get off of this break, because I'm going to feel better working in a stressful environment of trying to get my goals. I'm going to feel better there than I feel better right now, where I'm just like relaxing, waking up late, playing video games, and watching TV and all of this. So, huge realization. I mean, this might have been something a lot of people have known already, and I'm just an idiot for not recognizing it, but I'm happy that I did, because now when I burn out, I'm going to remember this and be like, well, what would you rather? Would you rather feel this loneliness and pain and suffering of working towards your goal, or would you rather go back to your old anxious self and enjoy life and ultimately turn into a demotivated sack of crap? So do what you want with this information. I'm not going to tell you a little plan to do or whatever. You have this information now, and it's legit. It's legit info, so you could do whatever you want with it. But it's so important. So that is that. And I hope this helps, guys. I will see you in the next video.